Hey guys, what's going on? Rebel Forged here, bringing you some Battlefield 3 Close Quarters Gunmaster gameplay. This is my first full game on PC. I'd like to thank everybody for the support they gave me yesterday, the video I uploaded for Gunmaster on Xbox. I'm glad you guys kind of see how it is the way that I see it with some of the admin abuse that's going on. But anyway, I'd like to get just to this game and leave that in the past where it belongs. I said to myself last week when I play Gunmaster on PC, I'm going to upload my very first game. Full game, that is. I played a couple of games that I joined mid-session, but I wanted to upload a video of my first full game of actual Gunmaster and kind of give you my thoughts on what I think of it and if I like it or not. So Gunmaster, I actually really like it. It's very intense and it's a lot of fun to play. I mean, you're always racing against another person to get to the end, and obviously they put a couple of weapons at the end that are a little harder to deal with, so people catch up to you, and you really want to get those last kills in as quick as you can, so nobody comes from behind and takes the game from you. Which I actually like. It brings a different dimension to the game. As far as playing with a team, I don't mind it too much. I understand the whole Battlefield team play, so it's not a big issue. Sometimes I find, I mentioned this before, a 16-man server, it leaves for some empty spots in the map and not quite enough chaos, I guess. But I think a 12v12 would be better. And not really chaos, it just fills the map a little more action, non-stop action, and makes the game a little more fast-paced. So I think a 12v12 would be pretty nice. I really don't know if I did see a 24-man server, so I'm assuming that you can change that, but everybody seems to be running 16, and you know, it's fine too, but I think a 12v12 would actually be a lot of fun in this game type. Yeah, I started off pretty good in this game. I got through my handguns relatively quickly, I guess. I could have been a little faster. I was chasing one guy most of this game. Private Jonesy, I think his name was. He had taken quite a big lead, and it seemed like I was always chasing that guy. And there was another guy that was hot on my tails about midway through the game. So it was very intense, especially when you're trying to catch up to somebody. You know, you're really trying to close that gap, but always hoping to get to the end and catch up. That's kind of the way I was hoping it. He was two, three guns ahead of me, I think, or something like that. And I was hoping by the time that he reached his 320 LVG that I'd be able to close the gap a little more on him. And so yeah, so far having a lot of fun with this game, even though I only played one full Gunmaster game type. I can see myself playing it a little more often, and I'm just basically my goal right now was to finish top 5, get my achievement, and not worry about the rest. I wasn't really concerned about winning it. Top 5 would have been good for me. Right there, he was 2 guns ahead of me, so it wasn't too bad. But I think he lengthened the gap a little bit more. So far, it's been going pretty good for me. I'm staying ahead of most of the group and just chasing Jonesy and just trying to close that gap. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I love playing it on PC. It's so much easier to aim, and the movement's a lot quicker, which I like. And so far, even the close quarters DLC in general, I'm having a lot of fun with it. But I don't know how long I'm going to have fun with it. I do enjoy the small maps and the high-paced action, but not to say that I'm a Battlefield veteran. Definitely not. I only started playing Battlefield during Bad Company 2, actually, when it wasn't that popular. I picked it up pretty late. My good friend Rebel Brute introduced the game to me, and at first I was kind of, it's not too bad. I'm not a big vehicle guy, but the more I played it, the more I got into it, the more I had fun. But I think if I play close quarters all the time, that I'm gonna kind of miss, the rush games, the conquest games, playing on the big maps, dealing with the vehicles. Even though I don't enjoy vehicles that much, I do like having it in the game, and I like the aspect of the vehicle gameplay. So right now, so far, I'm enjoying it. I hate to use that old reference of Call of Duty, but Call of Duty is a very popular game. It's played by a lot of people, and it's a close quarter FPS shooter. And I think DICE did it pretty good. I know the Battlefield elitists. I know some of the people that I follow and that I've kind of looked up to in the Battlefield community, and I kind of took what they said into consideration while I'm playing the game. And that I know some of them have a lot of hate for close quarters right now, and the whole premium idea. I think it was, now I don't exactly know the full history of it, but I think it might have been Battlefield 2 that DICE had said they would never charge for any DLC maps, or it was something like that. I didn't get to read a whole lot into it, and now that DICE came out with Battlefield Premium, where you purchase all the future DLCs and that, some of the people are quite upset about that. But to me, I look at it, DICE is a business, EA is a business. They're kind of crazy not to do it. I mean, we are saving money for a DLC, regardless of what DICE said. Not even sure what year it was, maybe before 2008. I can't remember what I read. I'd have to look in that a little more. But, they're still a business. Maybe the same person is not in charge that was in charge back then. Maybe that's the whole reason for it. I don't know. But to me, you're going to release more content, then you should obviously charge for it. I mean, it's, they're a company, they're a business, they have employees, they got to pay them. And, they're there to make money. That's the whole point of a business. So why not do it? I myself, I like the premium. I'm saving $10 in the long run. I get the convenience of having all the maps 2 weeks early, so I don't see anything wrong with it. I just tend to ignore some of the hate that I read or that I see, and their opinion is their opinion, and they're entitled to it. I'm not saying they're wrong or they're right. It's their opinion, and that's fine with that. But it's almost like there's two different kinds of Battlefield players. You have your new Battlefield players like myself that are new to the Battlefield franchise, that haven't played a lot of the Battlefield. I never played Battlefield 2. I never played 2142. I think it was. I hope I'm saying that right. But I never played any of the previous games before Bad Company 2. So, I played Call of Duty when I started gaming again. Like most of I was away from gaming for a while, so I missed all that. So when I started playing gaming again, I played Call of Duty just because, I heard about it, I've seen about it, it's all over the place. You can't help but to see it on YouTube and stuff like that. It's satirized. Like Call of Duty is satirized in YouTube. Everyone's posting videos about it and stuff. And even now, there's a lot of videos with Battlefield 3 with its popularity, and that's, I think that's great. But what I like about Gunmaster and the difference between Battlefield Gunmaster and when Black Ops had it and when Counter-Strike had it, and I think Counter-Strike was the first game that actually did this kind of a game style. But what I do like about it is that you need to get multiple. I don't know how it worked in Counter-Strike. I never played it that much, but you have to get 2 kills to advance to the next gun. And obviously with the team play, at first I was like, why are they doing team play? I don't understand. But it's not that bad. It would make it a lot a lot more fast-paced if they would have had free-for-all, but you know, they're sticking to that team aspect of it, which is fine by me. But what I like about the close quarters DLC for Battlefield, even though it's COD-like, the big difference for me, that the reason why I like it better, is you don't have any of those gun perks. You don't have any of the kill streaks. And one thing I hate about Call of Duty was kill streaks. You know, to me, I was like, why is this in the game? I didn't enjoy it. I'm sure a lot of people do. Good for them, but for me, I like the gun-on-gun play. Very simple, and like no sleight of hand, no stopping power, none of that kind of. To me, it's kind of like bullshit. But so that's why I like it better in Battlefield. You know, it's very gun-on-gun, very simple. What attachments you put on your gun can make the difference. Obviously, in Gunmaster, they're preloaded, and I hope DICE changes up the rotation of Gunmaster. You know, it's always the same rotation as far as the guns go, and that's going to get pretty monotonous pretty shortly, I think. I know some people are already complaining about it. They must have played it quite a few times already, so it's always the same guns. You know which one's coming up next, and you know, I wouldn't mind seeing different rotations, maybe even randomness. That would be a little hard to balance, I suppose, if it was a random gun. But just switching up the rotation in general, switching up the attachments, and it wouldn't take much to change it. I mean, just even if they kept the same gun rotation and they changed out the attachments, it would make it quite a bit difference. I know when you reach the LSAT, it has a it's got a big scope on it. I can't remember which one it is, but you know, it's pretty much useless in a close quarters gameplay. You know, anytime it hit the LSAT, I'm gonna hip fire like crazy, and you know, close quarters in general for Battlefield, I mean, you're better off hip firing most of the time anyway, rather than taking the time to zoom down scope and stuff. So, you know, hip firing is definitely the way to go. So far in this game, I'm getting pretty close. I think I'm catching up to Jonesy now, or I'm closing the spread a little bit, and you know, when the music starts playing for the end of the game, which is annoying in a way because it starts pretty early, and as soon as that music starts, it's like, oh boy, oh my god, you know, it's crunch time, let's go. But it definitely makes it a little more intense, and I kind of like that, but maybe just a little premature. It seems to go on for quite a while, so like I said, with the LSAT, I just spray, you know, find the quickest way to get the kill and get it over with, just to get that spray down, get it done and over with. And the L85A2, I haven't used this gun too much in any other game styles, but every time I use it, I'm like, oh my god, this gun's amazing, and it's a great gun. If you haven't unlocked it, make sure you unlock it. It's got a pretty decent fire rate, it seems like, for an LMG, and the recoil seems to be pretty manageable, so very good gun. I like it very much. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope, I know it's kind of a long one, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do a commentary for this long. But I'd give it my best go. But anyway, you know, we're getting close to the end. There's me and another guy, I can't remember his name, but we were neck and neck during the latter part of the match, and I'd advance, he'd advance, I'd advance, and it was just back and forth, and we're both chasing Jonesy now, and it's getting pretty hectic. I know I'm getting close to the end, and when I'm getting a little nervous, but I kind of like that. I like when it's you know, when something's on the line and you really got to crunch down and get those kills. And right now I'm sitting in third place, and I'm like, oh god, you know, I gotta step up my game big time and close this gap some more. I don't want to get too farther behind. You know, it's what time? It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and you know, I just got up. I'm off today, and I'm like, oh, let's jump on and play some Gunmaster. I'm barely awake. this guy here. I switched to my bolt action. I'm like, oh, get right nervous, and I end up getting a kind of lucky no scope to the head to get that one kill. So you know, I only need one more, and I don't have any issues with going with a sniper. I do use a sniper quite a bit. So when I get to the sniper, I'm confident that I'll be able to get those 2 kills and move on to the next gun. I don't worry about it too much, especially since it's got an ACOG scope, because I always use a PKA 3.4 scope. So to me, I'm very comfortable like that. And as you can see, I got the 2 kills pretty quick. You know, it didn't take me too long to get it, so I can move on to the grenade launcher. And this thing it's quite annoying. You know, it launches your grenade and it has a detonation time before it actually goes off. So sometimes I just shoot a random grenade and hope somebody walks in front of it and I get the kill, which I was trying to do here. Oh, I need a sip of coffee. But I'm not 100% sure if you can do a direct impact. I tried to do one right there, and I think I just missed. But I don't even know if you can get that kill. And there's you know, all 3 of us are on the grenade launcher kill right now. So, you know, it's who can get that lucky grenade shot first to get onto your knife, because it can be quite hard to get the knife kill if you're not sticking to the very close quarters and stuff like that, because you know, obviously everybody else is on different kinds of guns. So I got my kill. I'm on my knife. You know, I gotta find somebody in the knife, and you know, it's too late for me. The game's over. You know, I wasn't able to run into an enemy or get that chance to get the kill in. But you know, I finished second. I got my achievement. That's all I wanted to do. I played 2 full games of Gunmaster so far on 2 different platforms, and one time I got screwed. I don't know how I would have finished this game. I finished second, so I'm pretty confident I'll get, you know, the win. Pretty soon. It won't take me too long, I don't imagine. A few more SMG kills and I get my M5K. I'll be happy because I want to try that game. I was excited to get that gun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this this video, and don't forget to comment it. Rate the video. Thanks guys. Talk to you later.